Hey guys, we're finally getting back to the boat build. We've got some cooler days and I've had a little bit more time. So first thing I'm going to do is get this caster wheel attached to the jack. The jack is unfortunately welded to the trailer, so I couldn't just replace it without grinding it off and doing a whole lot more work than I wanted to do. So I bought a caster wheel, and all I have to do is drill a hole and get a pin in it, and that's the first thing we're going to do. Not too bad. Now, does the pin fit? And that's a big no. Alright, bigger drill bit. There we go. Oops. Okay. Caster wheel's on there without the possibility of coming off, so that works for me. So I've had a lot of ideas about what I'm going to do with the boat, and unfortunately none of them have been that good. So my biggest thing is I just want to use the boat. I want to be able to go fishing. I want to do like a basic floor. There's some water in the boat from washing the car earlier, but I want to use it. I'm not after like show boat or something like that, something that somebody's going to be, you know, taking to show off to other people. I just want to be able to use it. So I think what I'm going to do is just put in a basic floor. The hardest thing I find when trying to put a floor in the boat is the shape of the boat. It's never just like, nothing's ever square, so you always have to kind of bevel everything in a way so that it sits nice and firm. You know, eventually when I have a bigger shop or a bigger place to work on boats, I will get into the, you know, making them perfect. But for now, I just want them usable. So this is going to be kind of a funky, almost, it's like a rounded cut. So it's not, I'm not really like, it's like, it doesn't need to be perfect because, you know, it doesn't need to be. Still about, man, what did I do? What was I thinking when I measured? Maybe I wasn't. Oh, I think actually I measured too high. That's what I did. I measured too high when I measured my... No. Okay, we're still off. All right. All right, let's try this again. I don't know what happened. There we go. Now we're sitting how we're supposed to. Alright, so the GoPro malfunctioned and I didn't get any of the last cut. So, yay, you guys missed it. Anyway, all I'm going to do now, or what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start cutting the composite boards to put in. I got to remember to leave a hole for the drain plug, because in one of my last boats I did not do that and I had to cut a hole after I had everything screwed down. So, I got to remember that. I'm not going to nail down or make it so that this is solid to the boat. I'm going to make it so I can pull it up if I need to. I'm going to have a bilge pump that's going to sit down here that I'll hook up when I do the wiring and everything. My batteries are going to be up there because weight distribution. I've had a lot of boats where the batteries couldn't be up front, or everything like fuel tank, everything sat in the back, and it was really hard to get up on plane. I'm not so worried about getting up on plane with this boat. I mean, all it's going to have is that little 5-horse on it. This boat isn't going to be for going long distances. It's going to be, the motor's going to be so I can get out to the main area to fish away from the launch, and then the trolling motor is going to be doing the rest. I have 2 100 amp hour lead acid batteries. Eventually I'll replace those with some lithiums, but for now lead acid is fine. But yeah, I'm just going to have some composite decking back here. It'll be movable. I am going to do one more 2x6 a little bit farther, so I'm going to cut my boards to be long enough, well, at least the ones that are going to stick out, they're going to be long enough to be out to about here, because that other board's going to sit flat to this. A lot of what I'm doing is also to cover up any spots that I could catch on and get hurt. Alright, hopefully my GoPro doesn't fail me again. I've been having issues with them freezing on me, and yeah, it's been interesting, especially when, you know, eventually I do want to get a couple new GoPros. I'd love to get some of the newer, like the 13s. They're really nice. I got to play with one at Best Buy, and if I had the extra money, I would definitely get one, but don't need it right now. There we go. That's gonna be perfect. I like that. Yeah, we'll screw that down here in a minute. Okay, let's cut the other one. I'm assuming it's gonna be the same size, but you know what? You know what happens when you assume? Okay. Oh, it's a good thing we didn't assume. It's a 1/4 inch. It's a 1/4 inch shorter. So 29 1/4. All right. All right. Oh, I'm so excited to get this boat out and fishing. I've been taking my daughter out just for fun, for bluegill and bass. If you have noticed, I've been posting a lot of shorts that are just kind of clips of catching bass and bluegill and crawdads and stuff. I'm going to screw these two down. And then I'm going to cut. I'm going to measure, and we're going to place the boards accordingly. We got the bases of it. We got it started. I'm very happy about that. Loud environment. I know, watch. I know. I'm always around a loud environment. Have you heard me? All right, where's that tape measure? There we go. So, I don't think I'm going to want a gap in between these boards, because I know me, and I love to drop stuff. So, I'm hoping... Oh, look at that. I don't think we're going to need a gap. Okay. So, but what we do have to do is we do have to cut them in a way that... Do we need another board, though? I don't think so. I think these are solid enough that I could leave them hanging out there. So if we just cut them all at 29 and a quarter and a half, 29 and a quarter inches. How many do we need? So how wide are these? Ooh, we're gonna have a little bit of a gap. I mean, that's solid. Let me push on the other one and see. Because if we don't need, you know, it to be super solid, we don't need it. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. These are pretty tough, so if we could just keep it like that, and then I just need wood to do the front end. And I'm so tempted to just get some plywood for the front. Get my batteries to sit in there well. Oh. I overthink it. That's the biggest issue, is I overthink it, and then I put too much into it, and then I'm tired from doing it. Yeah, if we're cutting to 32, let's cut it at 32 and see what happens. See what it looks like. Oops. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. I can always trim it down. The thing is, I could put it all in there and then decide I don't like it, because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna screw these ones down right away. So there is gonna have to be gaps, which is okay. I'm okay with that. That's also good for like drainage and stuff, so I'm not gonna be too sad about that. We're gonna start screwing them down. That's a good space. Now, a question I know people are going to ask me is, why do you want the open space in the middle? And I don't have a good answer for you. I've had a lot of boats that have had no space between solid seats that you couldn't maneuver, you know, and just too much fiberglass, you know, too much shell. So I like having the big open spot for equipment, being able to maneuver inside the boat, and yeah, I mean, I think eventually I may think different, and I might put a floor of some sort in the bottom, but I like this how it is. It's very solid. Unlike aluminum boats where like you really can't step on the bottom, this is super solid. I walked all around inside of this without any issue. We'll see how it is out on the water. With this boat being as wide as it is, it should be very nice out on the water. Right. Had to take a little break to finish up dinner. Now we can get the rest of these screwed before it gets dark. I had a lantern up, but I don't think the neighbors appreciate it if you work too much past dark here. Oh my gosh, what is this? Let's not screw, we don't want to screw this one down yet, I think. Yeah, we don't want to screw this one down or that one yet. So, let's go over to this. Yeah, I think it'd be smart to have that hole there. Yeah, because then I can reach my hand down in for the drain plug and the bilge pump when it's down there. So I forgot to hit start on the GoPro. So we got our board cut, and I think it's gonna fit perfect. We just gotta get it lined up and put in some screws. Nope, come on. All right. All right. This part is done. And I think I'm pretty happy with it. Oh yeah, I'm really gonna like that. That's awesome. And pretty much what we're gonna do with the front too, similar. Although, yeah. All right, well that's what we're doing, all we're doing for tonight. And I can't wait to get the rest done. We'll see you guys in the next video.